Hello, everyone. Welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading and a New Year's reading for Gemini. Now, these readings are in depth as I can. I'm digging deep as I can. So bear with me. So we have a curious person, someone listening, thinking, talking. Yeah, someone's curious here. See, there's a connection or a bond here, but somebody here has some sort of choice. Someone's curious about that. Yeah, I see the Page of Bows. So here for a good time, not a long time, a little playful, flirty. Someone youthful and young. It's often someone who has, positive message, but it's often someone who talks a lot about themselves. It's all about me. Yeah. So definitely I see a curiosity. Some of you may have some choices here. Somebody may be younger, but like I say, flirty, immature, not really ready. Yeah, so some sort of shock and surprise here. This is the Tower. Five of Vessels, ecstasy. Yeah, so somebody here is kind of, like I say, it could be a little drama. Five of Cups is often a little dramatic energy, but it's 1 minute someone feels like there's no hope, then they feel like there is. But the Tower is coming down. Yeah. And there we have it. Nine of Arrows. Someone has a little bit of regret here. See, it's all based on unfounded fear, but it's regret. Yeah, because somebody was very focused on something here when they probably should have been focused on someone else. But the Oak is the epiphany, the Tower coming down. Someone's having a massive epiphany. Like I feel there's sadness. Someone's feeling sad. They have some kind of regret. All based on unfounded fear. Let's have a look at the Page of Arrows. Yeah. Someone's worst fears are realizing. We have someone here who's got choices. See, it's someone who's losing interest. Yeah, someone's losing interest. But there is someone curious. It's about another person. And they want to know everything. So there are some choices. But one of these people, it's just a person who's here for the good times. See, anytime something goes wrong, this is someone who usually is gone pretty quick. They're not ready. Or it's somebody younger. But I got to tell you, it is an energy of someone who wants to know everything. So there's curiosity, but I feel we have a person who's losing interest. Yeah, and I've been seeing a lot of this because I know a lot of you have been in these energies, and that's almost every sign has some people in this energy where they have a hard time breaking free. But now we have a person who's curious and wants to know everything, but at the same time, someone's losing interest. Yeah. Yeah, it's here for a good time, not a long time. But there it is, a fresh new start, a cup of love. Someone's cup runneth over is opportunity. Yeah, we have a person who's given up. See, they're putting this behind. They're giving up. Someone who feels a little bit beat up. They've lost hope. And now they have another person coming in. So, but it's when somebody's just about to put something behind them. This is what I feel here. So, we'll see what happens here. But it's about surrendering. Putting something behind. Fresh new start. Because it's someone I feel knows the other person's losing interest. Yes, it's a person here. This is often someone who keeps it all in. Sometimes with this energy, someone's a little smug, but someone's getting it handed to them here because they're not going to get what they want. Someone's not getting what they want because now we have this person, someone else is getting what they want. Put it that way. Because this is a person who kept it all in. Being cautious, playing it safe, all on unfounded fear. Someone's worst fears are being realized. A person's lost interest. They have another opportunity. So someone who's surrendering to this too. They've given up. Yeah, and there we have someone seeing the bigger picture. But whoever, one of these people, I do see Gemini. It's your energy. See, it's about making choices. And some of you felt like giving up. I feel like you're losing interest in someone. Yeah. You're putting this behind, see? And this is this other person's worst fear realizes you're interested in someone else. You've lost interest. But whoever this new person is, they want to know everything about you. So they're actually really interested. But someone's worst fears are being realized. There's a person going to have regret here because they're not getting what they want, but the other person's getting what they want. So, yeah. It's emotional fulfillment. Someone now seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, we have someone who's waited too long. See, the ship has sailed. A person's losing interest. Now there's a new person interested. So one of these people, and it looks like yourself, you're about to get what you want here. Something you've been waiting for. See, the ship has sailed for someone. You've waited long enough. So you're going to get emotional fulfillment, but the other person isn't getting what they want. There's going to be a shock and a surprise here. But I still feel the shock and surprise about getting the cup filled. See, happy home, happy life, just emotional fulfillment. It's just someone who's now seeing the bigger picture too. Yeah, because we have a person here who acts like they weren't interested. They were focused on something else. See, devoid of emotion. This is somebody who hasn't detached from something. And I got to tell you, they likely aren't going to see it coming. See, they're focused on something else, and meanwhile, you're losing interest, and you have this opportunity. This person, whoever they are, is really interested in you. But the other person loses out because they acted like they weren't. Yeah. Look at that, Gemini. Yeah, you and another person, there's a connection. You're going to get what you want. But like I say, one of these people is getting the rug pulled out from them. But this is amazing chemistry. Like this person, emotional fulfillment. It's a lot of desire. There's an attraction here. Yeah, two people are connecting big time. Yeah, insane chemistry. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. Yeah, see harmony and balance between two people. See, we have someone who kept someone waiting. They weren't being fair. They didn't come in right. Now we have two people making a lovely connection. See, there's harmony. Yeah, somebody who come in right. They were interested. They were curious. They wanted to know everything. Yeah, and it's this person here, see, not seeing it coming. Their worst fears realized. So there's a lot of regret. It's somebody who was still focused on something else. They weren't paying attention. Left someone waiting. So I do see a decision. And some of you too, I do feel it's about at some point it's hard to make a decision, but it's when you don't see it coming. Yeah. You're going to make the right choice. I wouldn't worry. I feel like there's a little stress and worry about making the wrong choice, but there's harmony. But it's taking off the blindfold to see. This is somebody here who's just not interested. And this is where I feel you're losing interest because they're still focused on something else. Could be their money, another situation. Yeah. They're going to act like they don't care, but I'm going to tell you they're going to be shocked. But I do think you're going to make a decision. I think it's a person who also, some Gemini, Libra, somebody here who can't make a decision. It's like they don't see it coming, but there you are, harmony between you and someone else. See, they didn't see it. This is someone realizing it too late. Yeah, because there it is, the curious person shining a light. This is someone who probably should have told someone the truth, how they felt. But this other person, it's two people very curious about each other, but you're making a connection with someone. The other person's feeling kind of sad. I do feel it's an energy of a decision that kind of makes you sad too, but like I say, there's a lot of chemistry between you. I wouldn't be surprised you're connecting with another Gemini because the lovers are here, right? Twice. But yeah, I do see some Libra too. Yeah. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Who is this Page of Swords here? Who is this person? Who is it? Ooh, it's somebody here who kind of rushed in and rushed out, felt a little overwhelmed. Yeah, look at that. See, this is someone giving up, surrendering. They're giving up. They're running away. They came in, got emotionally overwhelmed, couldn't decide, and then another person comes in. But you're making a connection with someone, and there's harmony. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here. I see a little fantasizing, romanticizing too, but yeah. See, there's opportunity. This person, and I do see running away, changing their focus to other opportunities, but it's likely how they're seeing you. But it's someone who kind of rushed in and then ran away. See, they kind of leveled up for a bit here. They didn't want to give up, but they're running away. Yeah. So I see this person taking a pause, seeing things from a different perspective. Yeah, there's regret, all based on unfounded fear that you weren't right for each other. Yeah, you're manifesting what you desire, and it could be yourself taking a little pause there. See, while you're waiting, this is what happens. Someone keeps someone waiting too long, and all of a sudden the person comes in. You're manifesting what you desire. You have everything you need. See, this is a beautiful opportunity. It's an opportunity you don't want to miss, that's for sure. But I wouldn't be surprised at somebody who has other options too. Or they're finding out that you do. Well, that's what happens when you keep someone waiting or you act like you're not interested. Tell me about the Magician. See, you're manifesting this opportunity. You know a good thing when you see it. Look at that. So it's a person swooping in, taking control. Somebody's lost their power. You may have taken your power back too. So you're putting this behind, but it's another person coming in. See the surrendering, but they are giving up. They're running away. They're out of here. Yeah. Or it's yourself, one or the other, but you can flip the energy. But the Chariot is someone who feels confident. They have self-control. So you're manifesting. You're in control. You can push the stop button anytime you want. Because I do see someone taking a pause, seeing things from a whole different perspective, but I feel like it's this person because they regret keeping you waiting. See, they had an opportunity to come in and they didn't take it. See, there's that moment of truth, that little interception, aha. But this is an energy of yourself, and I do think it's an energy of becoming kind of aware of this. So you're becoming aware. But this person definitely knows that you have other opportunities. I don't know. It's hard to say. They could still come in. But I see a lot of unfounded fear and then going, aha. And then they see the energy of the regret. They had opportunity and they didn't take it. So now there's opportunity for Gemini. Yeah, this is an energy of one last look over the shoulder. So someone feels like a fool, I can guarantee you. It's like they didn't see it coming. It's like it's unexpected, but what did they expect if they keep you waiting? Like, that's what I mean, the whole perspective. But I feel a lot of this is yourself looking at this whole situation differently. I feel like you're leaving this behind, you're reflecting on the past, and you're ready to go down this path. Yeah. I think this person's just, like I say, it's somebody who's kind of focused on self. It's all about me. They're here for the good times. See, when things get tough, this is somebody who runs away. They fail under pressure. Yeah. Trust your intuition, your inner knowing. You have what you need to manifest your desire. So your intuition's guiding you. You're paying attention to the signs, the signals. Tell me about the High Priestess. So you already know the answers you're seeking. Yeah. See, someone who's a little different than the usual type. But it's that pause, taking a step back, seeing things different. Just being calm, making a decision when you're calm. If you're feeling indecisive, you know, and you're having a hard time making a decision, because I still feeling sad. But like I feel the way you feel and how you feel about this person's going to change. It's like you already know something was already really off. But this person that's coming in is probably more your type. This person may have felt you weren't their type. Who knows? I mean, they were still focused on something here. Their money. They acted like they weren't interested, you know. Yeah, focused on self. They were self-absorbed. See, it's showing they were self-absorbed. And it could have been somebody younger. Maybe they were focused on someone. It could be children or anything, or someone young, but I feel they were focused on self. It's kind of all about them. Yeah. And this is likely why. And that's that where this person realizes why you walked away. Because someone who's all about themselves, focused on, they're self-absorbed. They're not paying attention, right? They're not putting the shoe on the other foot, put it that way. And that's likely where that tower hits them. But that tower is yours too, where you kind of suddenly have to make a decision and you kind of get into your head, but it's telling you to take off the blindfold and see. You're going to see things differently. This other person is more your type. Yeah, they're higher vibrational, they're happy. You've got news, and you're going to be seeing things clearly. We are coming into that wolf moon, the super moon, so there's going to be a lot of clarity, but this is new and a whole new path. I do see you looking before you leap. Yeah, but what you're going to see clearly about this person, they didn't really know what they wanted. They're someone who keeps you hanging, keeping you waiting. They don't know what they want. They're self-absorbed. This is going to be someone who's always in a pity party, feels sorry for me, whatever the issue, that's what you're going to see. But it's going to make you happy because that moment where you've probably dodged a bullet, you know, the tower. Yeah. But it's to me, there's a lot of something sudden and there's sadness. And then the other part of it, it's interesting. It's like you can look at it two different ways and that's what you're going to do and see things clearly. You're going to be very happy. Yeah. And I think it's somebody who's just not a very happy person. If they make excuses or like they say, they paint a picture, the story. I just feel it's someone who's self-absorbed. Yeah, so you're going to get the pentacle. This is how you're going to see things differently. Someone's going to make a commitment. They're going to build a foundation. See, there was no foundation here. It was built on shaky ground to begin with. Yeah. See, now you've got the building of the foundation, someone who comes in right. This is someone who didn't know what they wanted. They couldn't make up their mind anyway. I do sense some Libra. I see some Leo, Sag, Aries energy here as well. But I sense some Leo energy coming in, so yeah. So there's going to be harmony between you and someone else. At first it might feel a little off, because they're different than the usual type in some ways, or your type, but I feel like after a little bit of time with patience, you're going to see this is someone who's just right. Yeah. And I do feel there's been so much disappointment, and that's another thing. No more disappointment. See, this is somebody who feels defeated. They feel defeated. But you've been very disappointed, somebody who's disappointed you. Yeah, and it's about also this seeing clearly you couldn't really trust this person anyway. You wouldn't have been able to trust them. These are the things you're going to see. But you're going to build a foundation with someone. It's going to be built on solid ground. They come in right. Yeah, and it's going to move fairly quickly too. It's not someone who's going to drag their feet or constantly take a little pause, a break, because they can't make up their mind. Some of you, it almost feels like it was something on and off, but not for too many. It's more of just, I mean, if you feel beat up and you feel like giving up, you know, and you're looking back at all this and you're not seeing, but you're going to be seeing very clearly. It wasn't built on solid ground. This is built on solid ground. This person communicates too. They keep the communication lines open. There's clarity. You don't have to guess or read between the lines. You're leaving trust issues behind. Look at that, a whole new cycle. So it's almost like in the nick of time this happens, you know. But it's this beautiful change here. See, towers, you can look at it in two ways. You can feel sad and, you know, which is okay. Look at it, feel it, and then it's time to let it go. Because I feel this person who's coming in, things are definitely going in your favor. And it's like just in the nick of time, good luck. So it's like you're almost dodging a bullet here. You're going to see the bright side, the positive. that this is somebody who, and I do think you were probably, if you're honest with yourself, you were probably starting to lose interest. Yeah. But it could be a person coming towards you who's lost interest in someone else. But I really feel like you've walked away. It's not emotional fulfilling. So 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. You're being cautious, careful what you wish for. But you're going to get that cup filled. It's an opportunity for a fresh new start. Yeah, and when you do, it's going to be a shock. So it's showing me that is going to be a surprise. Yeah. Out with the old, in with the new. See, it's just an energy of heeding the call, trusting your intuition. It's guiding you. It's time to release this. It's a healing energy, but it has to do with this new person coming in. It's all about new. And I really feel like you're on a good path here, whoever this is. And some of you, there's other things going on too. Like I see a lot of opportunities coming towards you. Could be money, financial, with the Wheel of Fortune too. So really, really positive. And I do see multiple opportunities. Money coming in. Some of you might make a large purchase, or you just got money coming in. Yeah, so that's nice. And that could shock you and surprise you as well. But it's like that win, right? Really, really nice. Yeah, you got a person who's very stable. And this could even be yourself. But this is someone who's stable. They're planning, preparing. They hope for the best. And I can see this person positive, happy. Yeah, they come in out of the blue. Some of you got multiple, like I say. If this is the person who has that detached energy, I don't feel like it is. And I think it's yourself detaching, losing interest. And it's this person, I feel, with the manifesting, becoming very much aware that you're moving on. This actually feels like a person who's stable and grounded. They like to plan and prepare ahead. So they could be anyone. I'm sensing a lot of Libra energy, a lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have some of these energies in your chart. Aries, Leo, Sag is big too. Cancer, Pisces, pretty much anyone. But whoever they are, they're stable. They like to plan and prepare ahead. You're going to be shocked and surprised. I don't think you're going to see this coming if you are that feminine energy. This is somebody who makes a commitment. And they follow through. Why? Because they're curious. They want to know everything about you. Where the other person really didn't show that they cared, They didn't talk about you, your life, things like that. That's how you can see when someone's interested enough. Yeah. I do see feeling a little sad, but you're going to look at the bigger picture. You're going to look at the bright side. Yeah, really nice. Tell me more about this person. Who are they? Who are they? Ooh, we got some, whoever they are, they're all full of love and emotion. See, they're going to fill your cup. You're going to fill each other's needs. You're going to share some feelings here. I mean, it's just about talking and connecting. But yeah, they're definitely someone who's putting themselves out there. So full of love and emotion. See, out with the old, in with the new. It could be this person doing it. But I feel like you've manifested this. So this is your prize. Things going in your favor. There's going to be a lot of happiness. A little sadness here, what's being left behind. But like I say, you've had a lot of disappointment. Someone who doesn't follow through. The tower's down. And then this is what comes in. So you got love here. And there's going to be chemistry between you and someone. For some of you, another person, I feel there's no chemistry. Because of losing interest, lack of chemistry. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Whoever this is, they're reliable too. They can handle anything that comes their way. They don't have any baggage either. Because it's a 10. Nice. Yeah. See, kindness, compassion, caring. Yeah. You could fall for this person for sure here. So you can rely on each other. This is someone who'll be there for you. But it's this just feeling very content, emotional fulfillment. I mean, whatever it is left behind, I feel it's just something that, to me, it looks like. I do see the regret and the sadness that things didn't play out, but there was just too much disappointment or deception. Someone maybe playing games. Maybe you weren't seeing it too, but Yeah, you're getting fulfillment. It is telling, and I do see a King of Pentacles coming in, playing it a little safe at first, a little cautious. So it's saying be a little patient. Just be a little patient here, because this person will, come around, right? They'll open up emotionally. So, yeah, they could be anyone, but they're stable. I do see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, someone who comes in. But whoever this other person is, like I say, walking away, it's not emotionally fulfilling. They're devoid of emotion. It's like blocked emotions or self-absorbed. Here for the good times. And I do feel they may try to come back around, but they won't stick around. Literally, because of this coming in, this person runs away. They're out of here. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody is a little bit of a chicken, I guess, because the King of Wands is someone who can handle anything that comes their way. They can handle this situation. So, yeah. See, releasing things that no longer serve. The feelings are mutual. Somebody with Aquarius energy as well for some of you. Nice. But this is about being more in alignment with this person. Emotionally, mentally. See, you're going to look at this too after a period of time, because there is sadness. It just isn't meant to be. This feels meant to be. Yeah. Nice. You will come into alignment. And I do see this could start during Aquarius season, sometime at that point, where you release things that no longer serve. Yeah. Unfounded fear, regret, because you got tired of waiting and you lost interest. Don't beat yourself up over it. Take care. Bye for now.